I was searching about undiagnosed conditions, syndromes within Australia. I wanted to find a more Australian-based organisation and company to sort of reach out to. And I found SWAN. It was kind of the missing puzzle piece that I'd been trying to find for a long time for somewhere in Australia, because you've got all these alliances for all these other medical conditions, but I didn't believe there was anything for undiagnosed or rare conditions. And then I found SWAN. I found a lot that other parents finally are a bit relieved to have an organisation that actually understands what it's like to have a child with something that's rare or undiagnosed. And I really wish I'd found SWAN a lot earlier.
I would have loved to found SWAN as soon as I left that geneticist appointment. Straight up off the bat, I would have loved them just to given me that number or given me that details to call and contact, because it's so critical so early on to find some sort of connection and some sort of system to help you. SWAN was the platform, and SWAN was the platform for me to seek further growth. So the best way to describe it is, when I was exposed to SWAN originally, I met other men, and the women are lovely. But let's be honest, I don't connect with the women and I don't have the same shared experiences. I met other men going through similar experiences, and I got the understanding, and I got internally, and I got the validation that what I was feeling was okay. It really was okay. Those group sessions with dads, and the SWAN one, where you meet such a variety of dads with whole gamuts of complexions, and teenagers versus babies versus toddlers, exceptionally useful in just helping you adjust and cope with your day-to-day. And if you don't have that, I don't understand how you can actually function and how you can swim, because you need it. You just categorically need it. That's what you get, and you just don't feel alone. You don't feel like you're doing it by yourself. And without that, I would have been doing it by myself, and you can't.
To be able to find SWAN earlier in our journey would have made a completely different history of what we went through. The support and the answers, just to be able to be heard by someone that is going through the same thing, it makes a journey less lonely, and it makes you belong to something, and I think that's really important.
When you finally get a diagnosis, and the one that fits, you feel like a weight has been lifted from your shoulders. I actually didn't realise how much anxiety, stress, worry I was carrying until we got that diagnosis, and it was just like this relief. Even though there's still a lot unknown about FOXP1, the more families we connect with, the more we learn, the more hope we've got for our daughter, that she'll live a relatively healthy life.